Hello, I'm Alison Adams, Diocese and Social Responsibility Enabler. I'd like to talk to you today about financial inclusion. The Bible is chock full of advice about money, mainly about personal finances, and that's important, but not what I want to focus on today. Financial inclusion is about a level playing field for everyone in terms of access and management of their finances. Many people can't do what you or I take for granted. The Bible is quite clear on injustice, stewardship, and exploitation of the poor. Take Zacchaeus, or how Jesus drove the moneylenders out of the temple. Gleaning, a practice supporting the poor, Ruth. Debt and Jubilee. And these passages transcend the centuries. What would God's view be about our current situations? Leaving aside the banking system, bonuses and the like, here's a few things you may not realise about the other end of the spectrum. 1 in 10 people in this country have no savings, and a third of us have less than £600 in the bank. What happens when something major goes wrong? Universal credit claims are made online. What if you've got no appropriate device or internet access? Payments are generally paid into bank accounts and such like. What if you can't get one of those? Loan sharks' interest charges can be over 1,000%. What if you can't understand the arithmetic and are desperate? And then the effect of the pandemic. People tipped into crisis because of earning capacity. Some have never been in this situation before. Perhaps this is you or others in your congregation. So how do we enable all to manage their affairs? Earnings comes into it, but I'll leave that to my colleague Christina in a separate video clip. I'd like to concentrate on other aspects of money management. Fact, we find money difficult to talk about. I certainly do. And I also find it difficult to find the best response when one of my family has an issue, which they frequently do. Here's a pack of cards to help you get talking. It's entitled Jesus Money. Google the Just Finance Foundation to find it, but here's a flavour. 3 cards I've just picked out. Have you felt pressure from family or others to spend more than you had? Or, you work hard for your money. Is it yours to do as you please? Or, does money make you feel more secure? No answers, but conversations will surely draw out responses. Some people will and can sort out their problems because they have practical means and skills. Others don't and can't. Moreover, the system, if one can call it such, is skewed. Take cash, highly unfashionable nowadays. But what if you're either not into using plastic or unable so to do? I chair the Fair Finance Task Group, works across city and county, includes council officials and voluntary sector organisations, identifying issues and seeking to resolve them. And it's now part of the recovery and resilience part of the COVID response. And that group has recognised several strands of work to be done, including digital access, financial illiteracy, children and adults, good signposting, local support, friendly informed faces at church, food banks and the like, capacity building for specialist financial support. We're also aware of the potential role of credit unions. Look that up if you don't know what they are. Locally ours, Clockwise, wants to develop. And they can provide a trusted presence in local communities on these issues. So, what to do? Develop signposting and support. Groups which meet on your premises, can they get information out to the community? Do you have people who could work with the credit union to develop local services? Could you be a hub for debt advice? What could you do around digital access? Please do talk to me, not least because there may be others on the same pathway. I'll leave you with some verses from Isaiah. Seek justice, rescue the oppressed, defend the orphan, plead for the widow. Thank you for listening. Amen.